What's going on, you guys? Steven from Airsoft Tech, and today I'm bringing you guys the shooting test of this Lancer Tactical MK18. Now, if you guys are interested in purchasing this, I will leave a link in the description where you can go and purchase on Fox Airsoft for around $100 by itself. Or you can get a bundle package which includes all this stuff. If you want to see what's included in the bundle package, I'll leave a link in the description to that as well. That runs you $200. However, everything in that package or that bundle package adds up to around 250 bucks. You're saving 50 bucks if you do that bundle package. If you want to see that unboxing video of all that stuff, then go ahead and click the link in the description as well. I'll have a video there, so you can go and click that, watch it if you want. So anyways, I'm going to be doing this shooting test a little bit different because I'm going to be using two different batteries for the Chrono test. So for the Chrono test, we're going to be using two batteries, as I just said. The first one being the 9.6. This is a Tenergy 9.6 volt battery, and then once we get the results from the 9.6, then we'll crank it up and use my 11.1 LiPo battery right here. So once we get the results of 9.6, we'll go to this, and then after we get the results for both batteries, you know, how fast the gun is shooting, the rate of fire, how hot the gun is shooting, FPS, and all that good stuff. Once we get all the results from the Chrono test with both batteries, move on to the second test, which will be the accuracy test. Then we'll go to the damage test, which will be the last thing that I'll be doing in the video. And those last two tests, the accuracy and the damage test, those will be off the 11.1. So I'm basically going to be using 11.1 LiPo battery throughout this entire video, besides the very first Chrono test, which will be using the 9.6. So before we get into the video, I just want to explain myself really quickly. If you want to fast forward this, go ahead, do it. I recommend you not to, because I'm going to be explaining the whole 11.1 LiPo thing with this beginner's gun. Obviously, this gun is only 100 bucks. The internals can't be, you know, something spectacular for only being 100 bucks. We all know that. However, if you're a person like me who knows how to take guns apart, knows how to take apart a gearbox, can fix them, buy replacement parts, upgrade this thing if you really want to, then heck, use an 11.1 LiPo battery if you don't mind the gun breaking within a month or 2 or 3 or 4. Who knows how long this gun will last with a LiPo battery. Obviously, it won't last as long as, you know, it would if you were using a 9.6. That's why they say use a 9.6, because the internals aren't supposed to, you know, use an 11.1 LiPo battery. That's why they only want you using the 9.6. Guys, remember, this is a beginner's gun. I can't stress this enough. So if you're an absolute beginner, this is your very first gun that you're buying, use a 9.6. Don't use an 11.1 LiPo battery. If you're someone like me who just was able to get your hands on one of these and you don't mind it breaking on you, you just want to get the full, you know, potential, or you want to use the gun to its fullest, go use 11.1 LiPo battery if you don't mind it breaking on you. Again, for me, if it breaks, I can go ahead, buy replacement parts, and fix it. I can upgrade. I can even change out the whole gearbox if I want to, but then it wouldn't be the Lancer Tactical MK18. But that's a different story. So just remember, guys, if you're a beginner, don't use an 11.1 LiPo battery. If you're not, you're someone like me and you don't mind if the gun breaks on you within a month or 2 or maybe 4 months, who knows how long these things will last with 11.1 LiPo batteries, go ahead, use a LiPo battery. Beginners, don't do it. Alright, so we have the extra tech set up here for .20 gram BBs. I have my magazine loaded up with .20s, and I have the 9.6 in the gun. So we will be using the 11.1 LiPo battery and getting the results for the LiPo after this one. So let's go ahead and see how hot the gun is shooting with .20s and a 9.6 battery. Here we go. 409.3, 406.4, 399.9, 408.7, 408.3, 401.8, 401.6, 403.3, 396.9, and 400.6. I did not think this gun was shooting this strong. I thought it was shooting in the mid 3s. Okay, so this gun is literally shooting basically average 400 FPS and over, because we were getting like 408, 407, stuff like that. So this gun is definitely for outdoors, unless you want to weaken the spring, open it up, weaken the spring, and then go ahead and, you know, bring it down to like 350 and below. But remember, this is a beginner's gun, so you probably don't know how to do all that. So obviously, if you're buying this gun, you want to be playing outdoors. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and see the rate of fire. So this is rounds per minute. Here we go with the 9.6. 827 rounds per minute. Let's go again. 829. And 828. So this was pretty consistent. Again, the FPS 393. The other one was like 396. I didn't really pay attention to that, but it was 827, I believe. Then it was 829, and now it's 828. So basically right around the 830 round per minute mark. I'll do the math and I'll have the rounds per second up on the screen right now, so you guys have an idea. So now that you guys have seen the results with the 9.6, let's go ahead and swap it out with the 11.1 LiPo battery. and then we'll see how hot the gun is shooting and how fast the gun is shooting. Alright, so I have the 11.1 in here. It's same BBs, .20s, still extra tech is set up exactly the same. Let's go ahead and see how hot the gun is shooting with this 11.1. 400.9, 395.8, 399, 396, 400, 395, 400, 399.9, 397, and 399.9. So basically right around 400. We saw less power actually coming out of the 11.1 LiPo battery, because with the 9.6 we were seeing over 400 FPS, and now it's right around the 396 to 400 mark. So anyways, let's go ahead now, get into the real test here, the rate of fire. So let's go ahead, switch that to that so you guys can see the rounds per minute, and remember, I'll translate, or I'll convert it to rounds per second on the screen once we have it all set. Here we go, you guys. 11.1 LiPo. Almost 1100 rounds per minute on that one. So let's go ahead and get another burst in. 1103 and 1102. So basically right around the 1100 mark for rounds per minute. Remember, I'll convert that to rounds per second on the screen right now. Before we had what, like around 830, and now we have 1100. Alright, so looking at the results of the accuracy test, actually before we talk about that, my camera literally just stopped filming for some reason when I was talking about the Chrono results or whatever at the end there before I closed it up. I didn't have enough space on my memory card, so I had to go in and get a new one, so I apologize about that. But anyway, so for this accuracy test, I was probably around, I don't know, maybe 70 to 80 feet, somewhere around there. And I was shooting a bit low. That was my fault. I haven't really adjusted the hop up at all. I couldn't really see where I was hitting all that much besides here, because it left a huge hole there, so obviously I was shooting there in the general area of the head and neck area, whatever. But guys, look at the size of this target. Ready? It's the size of literally my hand. So basically think about that. The head's there at my fingertips, and the guy's chest area, whatever, middle of his torso is basically the middle of my palm area. And then obviously, as I said, I was shooting low there, but I couldn't really tell until I walked up. But yeah, so this target, actually this Lancer Tactical target, was provided with the gun when I unboxed it, so that was pretty cool. So I thought I might as well go ahead and use this. Anyways, I'm pretty pleased though with the results, considering that this gun is a beginner's gun. It was able to basically connect every single time, maybe not every single time, but 95+% of the time, hitting a target where it's basically the size of my hand and whatnot. So very nice. I'm going now to set up some stuff to shoot at for the damage test. I do not have any soda cans. I apologize about that. However, I think the item I've decided to use for this test, I think it should still be pretty cool, since I haven't used one of these in quite some time. But anyways, with all that being said, let's go ahead and set everything up. So here's what we have at the moment. It is completely shredded. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that saw thing or whatever. They're cutting tile up there. It's so freaking annoying. I'm about to go over there and throw a grenade over there. Anyways though, so yeah, completely shredded this guy. Crazy. Look at all the pieces on the ground though. Look at all this. Absolutely insane. Sorry if it's really bright, you guys. It's sunny. This had a glare or whatever because of the plastic film and whatnot. But yeah, so a whole bunch of little plastic shards. I definitely have to clean this up so my dogs don't walk on this and cut their paws or whatever. So yeah, overall, I think we did a pretty nice job. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't be afraid to smack that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new, go ahead, click that subscribe button if you guys want to see future content. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed, but until next time, I'll see you guys later.